What's going on? Today we're going to talk about fitting your Apex to you. When you receive your Apex kit in the mail, you're going to get all of this stuff. You're going to get your Apex, you're going to get your patch, and you're going to get your Apex plates all in the box together. This is how it'll look straight out of the box. It's a super simple design. Basically everything is held together with this tether up front. This weaves its way through everything, and that's how we make all of our big adjustments for sizing. So the first thing we'll do is just open it up. On the front, I like to use these Velcro tabs just to hold it to itself, keep it out of the way. We're going to go ahead and open up the waist webbing, and we're going to lay it out flat. Once we've got it flat, we'll just grab onto the front here of our master cable and just give it one good pull. We'll pull it all the way out. The Apex is now ready to be adjusted. So we'll go ahead and open up the shoulders. Inside here we've got very similar to a MOLLE webbing design, but rather than using fabric, we're going to go ahead and use this cable to make the adjustments. So in the shoulder here, you're just going to line up your webbing to the sizing of your choice. I like it to where when it's hanging on my shoulders, I've got the waist webbing is right in the saddle between my hips and my ribs. That keeps it tight to me and keeps it from bouncing up and down, because it'll straddle that saddle right there. So we'll get that where we want it. If you need to make an adjustment to the waistband itself, if it's too small or if it's too big out of the box, we're still using this same cable to make that adjustment. We're just moving these in and out as needed to wherever fits you. So once we get in here, you'll see that there's a ton of adjustment on each side. So if you're needing a lot more belt for around your waist, we've got a ton of adjustment to go out. We're going to set this on the smallest setting right now, just for illustration here. You're basically just going to line these loops up here on the webbing with these little tiny loops in the Velcro down here. And that's how we're going to adjust our belt. Now when you come up here, we'll take a little closer look at the webbing on the shoulders. All you have to do is just line it up where you want it. And like I said, I like mine to fit so the belt is right in the saddle between my hips and my ribs. So I'm going to stick it about here. This is going to take some trial and error. You're going to have to try it on a couple times, but once you get that perfect fit, you'll know it right away. Putting it back together is super simple. We're still going to use this cable to do everything, but we're just going to start with one side and finish it completely before moving on to the next. So we'll just start here, and then depending on where you've got your shoulders at, that's where you're going to grab your first piece on the back side. We're going to start here, and then you just weave it in there. You just give it a basket weave. It's no different than MOLLE webbing. It's just using a cable instead. And you're just going to go ahead and weave that through. I find it easier if I kind of spread them apart while I'm weaving and go through there instead of trying to just slide it through everything at once. But we just work our way through the shoulders. And you're just going to run it through the rest of these tabs here. We're going to want to pull it somewhat tight. You're going to want this main handle attached on the front so you know where to stop. But we want to pull it somewhat tight and then just give it a little tug back. Now there's a little tiny hole on the back right here, and that's where we're going to have to feed it through now. That'll feed right through the back of the Apex, and it'll come out down here, and that's how we'll make our hip adjustment. see it's coming out down here now. And same thing down here. You're just going to run it through. We're going to run it through the little tabs on the apex itself and just continue the weaving pattern. Once we're done, we'll just stretch everything out. And then there's another little hole right down here in the bottom, and that's where we're going to tuck our tail. So once we have it all woven together, the cable itself isn't holding any weight, it's just keeping everything in line, and then the material from the apex itself is actually holding the weight. The cable just keeps everything in line. So you just repeat the process on the other side. Just do one side at a time all the way through. That's the easiest way I've found to do it. So now that we've finished weaving the cable through everything on here, we're going to go ahead and secure the back. We'll just press that down, make sure we get all the Velcro in contact. We're going to leave these tabs up. And then same with the shoulders. We just roll the covers back on. And secure them. And that's it for sizing your apex. To install the apex plates, or any plates for that matter, we fit this to be universal for other people's plates just in case, but we recommend using the apex plates. You're just going to open this pouch here and you're going to pull everything out. You're going to pull all the guts out, open it wide. And we're going to continue to use this Velcro to our advantage, tuck everything up out of our way. We're going to open this as wide as we can. We've got Velcro on each side just to keep everything centralized. So we're going to open it as wide as we can. I like to just hold it upside down like that. We're going to take our first plate. We're just going to drop it down in there in the center. You want to make sure it's all the way in, all the way to the top. You can feel it there. It's nice and snug at the top. When we get in here, we've got these two straps. These are going to go up first. You're just going to push them up. There's Velcro way up in there. And we're just going to slap it on there. These are more of a secondary restraint just in case all hell breaks loose. But we'll get those in there, and the main flap that holds it in place is going to be this. So we're going to pull this in there nice and tight, get it in there nice and secure underneath your plate. And we're just going to close the Velcro there. Now you're going to want to feel down both sides, and you want to make sure that plate's centralized. And when you know it's centralized, you're going to want to go ahead and hook all the Velcro down the sides. And that'll keep it from moving inside your apex. And once we're done, we'll go ahead and fold this back down and tuck it back in where it belongs. And then we'll fold our main flap back down. And that's it. You repeat it for the back. It's exactly the same on the back side. And we're ready to rock. So we've now got our sizing set. We've got our plates installed. We'll just slap this bad boy on. And when you go to secure it around your waist, you want to take a deep breath in. And that's when you want to go ahead and attach the waistband. If you attach it when you're exhaling, you're going to get a lot of unnecessary pressure on your chest. It's going to make it difficult to breathe while you're executing your workout. So we'll take a deep breath in. And just slap that on there. Close the front flat, secure it. We've got it right where we want it. We've got the webbing right in that stirrup between my hip and my ribs, right where we want it. It's going to minimize bouncing. It's snug, but it's not over tight. I can still breathe very well. And we're ready to go crush it.